What is really hood, everybody? What is really hood? It's your boy, MrAntman 75, and I'm finally coming out with a video. And this is like a kind of a correlation of what I did for C2E2. Pretty much what I picked up. You know, it was a good time to be had, but just hanging out with my fam. That's the only reason I had a good time. I really didn't have a good time picking up things and buying things, because for the most part, all I bought was selects. So I kind of separated it a little bit. These are items that I picked up after C2E2, and these are items that I picked up during C2E2. So let's get into C2E2 stuff. Now, my main focus was to try to get there and try to find me a Warlock wave, which was impossible because trying to buy figures that are popular during the time at the height of their popularity is like insane. You're not going to get a decent, fair price because the people who sell them feel like I gotta make my money's worth. And there's another thing about going to a con. You have to get there early. You have to get there early. You have to get in there, and you have to have experience with the people who have vendors there, because that way you can go straight to that vendor, see what they got, pick up what you want, and go on about your business, and you have your items. Because if you get there late, by the time you get there, they have sold quite a few of their items, and now they have raised the prices for them, and you got to pay a little bit more. And if you get there like around about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah, you're paying double of what they originally started off with. So it's a good thing to get there early. I, on the other hand, did not get there early. So needless to say, I did not pick me up no kind of Warlock wave, because I had it pre-ordered on Big Bad Toy Store, but I figured like if I could walk in and have it in hand and pay a fairly decent price for it, it'd be all right. But nah, that wasn't the case. So I wound up buying things that, items or figures that I liked, that I would want doubles of. And that would be the Destroyer armor. I had this one already. I want to get another one. One for display, one for whenever I decide to do any form of ACBA, which I don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen eventually, I hope. The next three would be these Marvel Selects. This kind of like for the Civil War. It was a reason why I got them, because this Winter Soldier looked like Frankenstein by the face. I'm not going to try to get up close. It's a waste of time. But if you had this figure, you know what it looked like. I mean, the only worthwhile thing was the gun and its display base or whatever. Because most of the Marvel Selects have awesome display bases, and it's cool to pick those up and acquire them. But yeah, that figure's whack. Now the next one was the Captain America, and I got all these three. The Captain America and the Iron Man aren't that bad, but because of the Marvel Select scaling issue, it's just not gonna fit. And Marvel Selects, more times than not, scaling be all over the place. Because actually, looking at it now, the Winter Soldier is actually taller than Iron Man, and Captain America is actually taller than Iron Man. You know that's not how it's supposed to be. So I picked those up because of their display base. I'll show you in a second. But then the next thing I got was the Ultron. I like that figure. If you have not purchased that Ultron, that is a figure to own. The purchase that is well worth it. Because it's slowly rising in price because it's so comic book accurate. And, I'm a big fan of like the earlier comics, like, 70s, 80s, a little bit into the 90s or whatever. Because during the 2000s, I kind of just fell off of buying comic books entirely. But, I think it's an awesome figure. That is one that you should have into your collection. And then the last figure I got was the Abomination. Now, the Abomination, it's more of a statue, in my opinion. I mean, it looks great. The detailing, the paint job, everything is awesome, but it has no form of articulation on that thing at all. I mean, it wasn't meant for you to move it at all. I mean, right now his head is just stuck in the down position, and I mean, it looks better now from the way that I'm filming it. But yeah, man, I mean, nah. As far as doing any kind of like posing or anything like that, he's just a big just sitting there. You know, I don't know what to do with the guy other than look at it. So that's pretty much it. Now, the reason why I bought these three guys, let's move some of these about the way. Move this guy, him, gargantuan right here. Oh, wait, let me move him, and this big honking thing. This thing is heavy. Him and, who is that? Juggernaut? Jesus. But this is why I got it. That came with the Iron Man, Winter Soldier, and Captain America. Then he had the little A piece in the Captain America thing. Now, I need another one to like just sort of like frame it out. But I thought the base was pretty cool, and he got the A and everything, and I thought that was hot. So that's pretty much why I ran with it. And I still need to get another one, but I thought it was a pretty cool display base. Now, the other things that I got were I finally got my Warlock wave. That was from Big Bad Toy Store. So this represents the whole wave. So I got some loose, some to put on display, and then some to use for ACBA whenever. I got the 2-pack, Vulture, Kid Spider-Man or whatever. I guess Ultimate. Thought that it was cool, but he comes with a helmet that Vulture does. But I don't know whether, I haven't looked at the comic books to compare. But the neck is like flesh colored. And then the helmet, and the suit. I just would kind of figure that you would protect your neck too. You wouldn't have your neck out real bogus like that. I mean, it's hard to like try to sit here and talk realistically about comic book crack. But I'm just saying, you would protect your neck. I thought if you was out there trying to do some bad stuff. I mean, he don't even need to be taken out by a superhero. Like a really good sniper can just shoot him in the neck and it's done. That's just my thinking. But hey, what do I know, right? So then I managed to walk in and get a 2-pack from the Toys R Us. Mary Jane and Spidey. I am so looking forward to that 2-pack of Dark Phoenix and Cyclops. I mean, you just don't understand. I'm so looking forward to that pack, man. It's like, so looking forward to it. So then the latest thing I got was the Invisible Woman. And I think she's awesome. I would like to get another one. So, that's what I'm going to probably do, work on in the near future. So this is pretty much what I got. Pretty much all the things that I managed to pick up during this little time. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the 2-pack of Cyclops and Dark Phoenix. Looking forward to the A-Force pack. That's bananas. How many figures you getting up in there? I'm really looking forward to that. And hoping and praying that I'll be able to get me a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive with all the Thor crap. I wish we could get like a classic Thor, with the blue leggings and, look at Giant Man series Thor and that Thor. But, done by Hasbro. They don't want to do that. And, just a couple of things I'm like looking forward to like later on coming during the summertime. And I'm just waiting for Hasbro and Marvel just to say, we got the rights to Fantastic Four. We bringing Fantastic Four back to the MCU, to everything. We bringing them back, I mean, cause I'm just waiting for them to do it. I'm thinking they probably do it San Diego Comic-Con or something like that. But yeah, man, come on. You know they probably got these rights. You starting to see toys. And then all of a sudden, Fox is running around with rights to do TV stuff. Come on, man. They made a deal. Let's get what's the name back to the MCU and bring out some figures for them. We got this because this Invisible Woman is pretty awesome. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get that popping. Get that going, and we can get our Fantastic Four people back, and hopefully we can start building on that universe and building everything that we would like to have as far as figures is concerned, and get this MCU popping with the Fantastic Four, man. I think this is gonna be hot. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I'm gonna do a review for the Invisible Woman, because in comparisons to what we have gotten, I've seen other reviews or whatever, but you know, I just want to throw my little 2 cents in because this is by far like, I mean, Hasbro, they really killed it with this joint right here. They really did. They killed it with Mary Jane, but my wife had pointed out her ankles are kind of big. She said she had big ankles. And then, like, if I compare them up to, you know, if I compare them up to the Invisible Woman, you know, she does have some big ankles, which look weird because the bottom of the pants leg kind of go in kind of slim. So, whatever. But, you know, it's still an awesome figure. They put the freckles on the face. The face looks awesome. The eyes are even. You know, even Peter's eyes are even. So that's a great thing too, because I think that's one of the Hasbro's Achilles heel. They can't get the eyes together. The eyes is all over the freaking place. But these figures came out decent. I'm happy I picked them up. I'm happy to be actually putting in a video for you guys. I appreciate everybody who gave me a sub. It's like, you know, it's not a lot, but it's more than what I ever expected. I'm going to try to keep on top of this because I like when people respond. I like getting comments. You know, I got somebody who responds to me all the time. You know who you are. And, like, I really appreciate it. And I'm going to keep trying to come out, give you my opinion about stuff, and let you know how I feel and show you what I got. So, you know, I appreciate all the comments. I appreciate all the views. I'll holler at you guys later. Deuces.